What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another evolution video revolving around a map. And arguably the most iconic map from the entire Dynasty Warriors series. We've got the Battle of Hulao Gate. So it's been a while since I did my last map evolution video, and it actually came out before Origins, so if you go and watch the Ultimate Rebellion one I did, there is no Origins map on there, even though it was a great map in Origins. Luckily for me, I waited until Origins has come out. We've got a full-fledged feeling on how the map felt in Dynasty Warriors Origins, so it will be included on my list. So like we did in the first one, we're going to go through every single game and just talk about the iconic moment, how they handled it, what the map felt like, and then at the end, I'll give you a little ranking on how I feel about each map, and that'll be it for the video. Alright, sound good? Sound good. Let's go ahead and jump into Dynasty Warriors 2.
You pitiful fools.
So Dynasty Warriors 2 kicks off our list here, and unlike the first one with the Ultimate Rebellion, where I find a lot of comfort in playing that stage, this one was okay. I think because of the PTSD of getting my ass handed to me by archers, or even Lu Bu himself, the healing of enemies made it not that fun as well. You knock them down, they heal. It's a fun time.
Bitch.
But in terms of the map itself, I think it was a great start. Lu Bu's entrance in this game is, of course, prepubescent, as he doesn't have any lines or anything. He's just kind of sitting there on his horse, looking majestic and all that. And it's just your kind of bare bones start to a great map. It's still a fun map, it's still decent, but it's just not one that I'm going to be clamming to play, or at least giving a high review for.
I have no time for the likes of you.
Now, moving into Dynasty Warriors 3, a gigantic map with tons of different areas to go and help out. You got south section up in the mountain, you got Sun Jian before the little gate on the western side fighting Fan Chao, I believe, Fan Chao and his group. And then you got Liu Bei up in the northeast fighting against, like, it's been a while since I played the map. I don't even remember their names. Anyway, he's up in the northeast. Lu Bu comes and ambushes Yuan Shu. It is probably one of the most iconic moments of Lu Bu showing up. Probably one of the best entrances in my opinion. Once you get past him, you have this little winding road with all the archers popping out. You get the ram. Then open the gate, go in. You got the 3 gate captains in the back just pouring out relentless number of troops. And then you finally get to the big boy and you kill him. The Hulao map for Dynasty Warriors 3 wasn't too bad. It's one of my favorites because it's, you know, a nostalgic one for me, and the iconicness of Lu Bu coming in. I mean, you know, Dynasty Warriors 3 does its thing. Now on to Dynasty Warriors 4.
It's Lu Bu! Lu Bu's come to destroy us!
Definitely an iconic map. Probably has the most diabolical Lu Bu in the game. My god, this monster. Absolute terror. I played this map so many times just to get some of the characters' weapon and XP up and, you know, level them up and everything. And every time I break down that damn gate, I get so scared going past him because he chases you. And he's fast, man. That icon moves so fast towards you. Dong Zhuo with the burning of the buildings and the city and all that. And then you get past that, you get to him, you beat his ass for a little bit. And then at some point, he tries to run away. But yeah, the map itself, I think, was done really well in Dynasty Warriors 4. Dynasty Warriors 4, Hulao, great maps. Go and move on to Dynasty Warriors 5.
This villain pretends to serve the Emperor, but only serves himself.
So Dynasty Warriors 5 up next, a great map for Hulao Gate, very big. There's a lot to do on this map and a lot of good memories from Dynasty Warriors 5. Of course, you have the main area with Hulao Gate with Lu Bu jumping off from the castle, smashing down, still being as destructive and fearful as ever. And there's just a lot of chaos. I also like the different colors for this map as well, not just from Dynasty Warriors 5, but the overall. I think most maps have it to where you have like all these different colors coming to fight Lu Bu and, you know, Dong Zhuo and all that. It's always really cool to see, you know, yellow, green, blue, red. I think there's some purples in there as well. So overall, a great map. It's one of the better ones for Hulao. And with that being said, let's go on to the new gen with Dynasty Warriors 6. Dynasty Warriors 6 Hulao is an interesting one indeed.
It's Lu Bu!
The map is way bigger than I would say the last game, and there's a lot to do. Hulao Gates, there's always lots to do in the game. Like, there's always lots to do in the map, and that's why I always enjoyed it, because the bigger battlefields were always really fun, because there's like little mini objectives that you do on the way, whether it's capturing bases, defeating officers, whatever it may be, and then pushing together to come and fight Lu Bu. So the beginning of Hulao for Dynasty Warriors 6, you got these little like winding foresty snow paths that you're kind of going together, different bases in different locations. You got the, you know, little archer bases as well, and Zheng Liao fighting him in the middle of the base, and then going to set up Yuan Shao's like forward base right before Hulao Gate, and then of course sieging the gates of Hulao and trying to get the north or the south gate open. And once one of those opens, we have initiated the monster demon himself. Lu Bu in this game, this is one of the best ones in my opinion because it's the aura, the presence, the look up that he has, the dramatic, oh my god, like he looks great in this game. The intimidation's out the wazoo with him. Not a Lu Bu video, let's stay on Hulao. But yeah, he shows up at Hulao. Usually what I do if my character isn't ready, I run away from him and I go to the other gate to help out and push them through that other gate and try to stay away from Lu Bu because he's a monster. Again, it's another race against time here. I don't remember if you end up getting into Dong Zhuo's like base and you start damaging him if he comes back, but I know for sure that he starts threatening Yuan Shao. He threatens Yuan Shao because Yuan Shao is so close to the Hulao gate that Lu Bu just makes his way there and starts fighting him. I think Dong Zhuo might have ordered him to do that, but it's a race against time. You just get through the officers, obviously fighting Dong Zhuo in that base, and killing him faster than Lu Bu can kill Yuan Shao. And, you know, that's a big boy, so it's gonna take some time. Moving into Dynasty Warriors 7.
I am sick of weakness.
Probably the least impactful out of the games because I honestly forgot what the map looked like. Like, I had to search up what the map looked like for Dynasty Warriors 7 because I didn't remember what the map was. I don't know what it was. I think Dynasty Warriors 7, when it comes to impactful maps, it's not very good. The map itself is okay. You got the sporadicness of these different paths from all the way through the map from the top to the bottom. Then eventually you guys all come together to fight Lu Bu in the middle, who I would say is uneventful. It's an uneventful kind of fight because not only is the entrance like, you know, it's kind of lame, you know, he's kind of just standing there. The fight with him is very anticlimactic. Yeah, he has hyper armor and he can't be like flinched or knocked down or whatever, but at a certain point he just runs away. And I've just thought that was a weird choice. I've never seen a Dynasty Warriors game where Lu Bu was injured or bored and wanted to leave. So definitely not a great look there. Then going to fight Dong Zhuo is the anticlimactic cherry to this event, and that's pretty much it for Dynasty Warriors 7. Not the best looks when it comes to Hulao in my opinion, and it's probably going to be towards the bottom end when we get towards the rankings.
You won't escape this time. Die, insect!
Next up we have Dynasty Warriors 8. Huge improvement over Dynasty Warriors 7, not in terms of just the map itself, but the way the map looked and the beauty behind it. I think this is actually the first map that didn't have the snow. I could be wrong though. Anyway, I just remember, you know, obviously coming from the top northeastern side through one of the bases, and then you have the little part in the bottom east corner with Yuan Shu. I believe Huashong is there, you know, helping him out so he can give the supplies to Sun Jian, all that stuff. And then you push through the main section of Hulao. You have the arrows raining down on you. You got to stop that. You push through that, and then you make your way onto like the main battlefield where the ballista is, and you take that down so you can open the gate and fight Mr. Lu Bu. And he is definitely a different beast in this level. He is much harder to fight in this one than he is in Dynasty Warriors 7, and his Musos are strong enough to just one-shot you. Absolute monster. You can run past him. You can run past him and not have to fight him. But then you end up running into Diao Chan, and you can make the choice on whether or not you want to beat her or not. Because once you do, well...
Insects! I shall exterminate you all!
Yeah, talk about stressful. Whether or not you decide to fight Lu Bu, you go past the gate, you finally move past, you get up towards the second gate where Dong Zhuo once again burns the small little city of Luoyang in that little section. You make your way past it, and then you finally get to Dong Zhuo, where you take down the fat bastard. And that's pretty much it for Dynasty Warriors 8 Hulao. Moving on to Dynasty Warriors 9
There's only one of them. Don't pull back. Crush him now.
Interesting one. It's similar to Yellow Turban Rebellion. You got this scattered map kind of feel, and it's okay. Focusing on just the Hulao section of the map, and I guess maybe the part after where you fight Dong Zhuo. The Hulao section is okay. When I first did my challenge for the Lu Bu thing a while back, this actually proved to be quite a bit of a challenge, but that was only on the hardest level. He was just because he was so tanky and everything. On a normal level, or even on like hard, going through Lu Bu is not very challenging. Now the entrance for this character is one of the best. It's a great entrance for the game because one, he doesn't say nothing, so we don't have to hear, you know, the travesty that was Dynasty Warriors 9 voice acting.
Can anybody provide?
No, God, please, no.
But two, he looks really good. He got the gold armor, red hair's got the gold armor on, and looks great in this cutscene. And he doesn't say anything, which is the cherry on top. Hulao Gate in Dynasty Warriors 9 is a bit of a joke. You go and fight Dong Zhuo at some point as well, but that's really not that important. The Hulao Gate battle itself, it's okay. It's just a little underwhelming as Dynasty Warriors 9 is as a whole. Moving on to finally the last one in the knot. We have Dynasty Warriors Origins.
The die has been cast.
And it's hard to say that this is not my favorite because of the novelty, right? And the epic scaleness they were able to create with this level. The ranking's going to be hard for me to really come up with here. Dynasty Wars Origins in terms of Hulao Gate was really, really well done. It was, I can't knock it. It was absolutely well done. You got the 5 bases, the 5 areas that you're trying to help your teammates in order to collapse onto the main portion of Hulao, right? The main gate area. The snow, the look of the battlefield, everything looks great. And then you have the charging in and just the monstrosity of damage and battlefields and armies, and it just looks fantastic. Once you clear out everything in that little middle section, eventually Lu Bu and his forces start to take their journey into the middle, and he absolutely makes an entrance, slamming down into the middle, killing a bunch of people. And then Dong Zhuo orders him to stop playing around and just go for the main commander, Yuan Shao. Lu Bu ends up jumping off that cliff where he fights the 3 brothers. Now, whether or not you want to go fight him, I mean, everybody's kind of forced to if you want to get his weapon. If you want to get his weapon, if you want to unlock the character, you will have to fight him down there and beat him at some point. But after you do that or don't do that, you go into the next section where it is just a gigantic, like Origins did such a great job with making it feel like a giant battlefield. Amazing. So you have the shield barriers, you got these catapults, you got the fire arrows, and you got a plethora of officers to get through, and you and your forces are charging through. You see the meteors coming down, like the catapult things. I mean, it's just an epic battle. You get to it, you fight the people, you kill the officers, you do the catapult grand tactic thing, you do everything in order to weaken the enemy. You finally make your way up towards the top of the castle, where you end up usually doing Diao Chan, or you fight her, you beat her. And then you end up fighting the big boy with his twin axes, and you end up taking him down at some point. Dynasty Wars Origins did a lot of good things, right? And the map design and the making the battlefield feel like a battlefield was one of the best things. So Hulao from Origins is 100% a great map. Now let's go ahead and talk about where each game is going to fall for me, starting out with the bottom. So my ranking, starting off at the bottom, we're obviously going to have Dynasty Warriors 9. Not a great game. I think for this series, you're going to see most of the maps are going to be starting off with Dynasty Warriors 9 at the bottom because they're not really maps, you know? It's hard to say. We'll see as we go through it. Next up, coming in after Dynasty Warriors 9, we have Dynasty Warriors 7. I just think it was such a forgettable map in my opinion. It didn't stand out. I honestly had to look it up because I did not remember what happened. Plus the Lu Bu entrance is really weak, and then fighting him is really weak, and it's just an overall, in my opinion, weak map. Next up after that, we have Dynasty Warriors 2, the bare bones of Hulao. Still a fun experience, still decent. You got a nice big map to go through and everything. Definitely a challenge, but just because it's bare bones in terms of the games, that's why it's really here towards the bottom of the list. Then right after Dynasty Warriors 2, we have Dynasty Warriors 4. I think Dynasty Warriors 4, just from a map standpoint, not Lu Bu's entrance. Lu Bu's entrance definitely helps with this ranking, but the map itself, I think, is a little smaller. There's not as many events or things that are happening in the Battle of Hulao Gate versus some of the other maps, and I think there's some stronger contenders out there when it comes to the best Hulao map. Moving on after that, we have Dynasty Warriors 8. There's a lot going on in this map, but very huge. You know, you got the ballistas, you got the different moments, you got the bases, you got, you know, Huashong and his ilk, you got Yuan Shu, you got obviously Diao Chan, and there's a lot going on with the Dynasty Warriors 8-1. Lots to do, big map, lots of fun, and I think it's one of the better Hulao maps in my opinion. Right after that, we have Dynasty Warriors 3. For me, it probably has one of the best entrances for Lu Bu, and the map is absolutely huge. You got the 3 different starting points, multitude of large battlefields within the large battlefield itself, and then the end game as you get towards Dong Zhuo and those gate captains, you're just slaughtering a bunch of people as you're trying to make your way to Dong Zhuo, who's behind that little camp thing in the middle. I think Dynasty Warriors 3 has a lot of iconic moments for this map, and I think the map itself, just, you know, what it looks like and everything, is a huge plus for their ranking. Then top 3, coming in with the bronze medal, we have Dynasty Warriors 5. Dynasty Warriors 5 coming in at number 3. A great map design. Again, huge. You got the base capturing. You got the different things that are going on. So many different little events are happening. Also with that, Dynasty Warriors 5 did great with the storytelling and everything. But the map itself was absolutely beautiful. Lu Bu's entrance was great as well. You have the Zhang Liao portion. You got, you know, Dong Zhuo and fighting him. A very good map, and it is one of the best in my opinion, as it encompasses a lot in that battle, and that's why it's here for me at number 3. Then coming in at number 2, and then once I reveal number 2, you guys are going to know number 1, and that's going to be Dynasty Warriors 6. Dynasty Warriors 6 is not a popular game, but I have to say when it comes to their map design, they do really, really well. Hulao Gate at Dynasty Warriors 6 is one of the best maps ever. It's such a beautiful map, and there's so much to do. There's so much to go through. Lubu's event, the breaking down of the gates, you know, getting to Dongzhuo, keeping Yuan Shao safe, fighting Lubu, yes or no, whatever you want to do. You had Zheng Liao in the middle. There's a lot of different openings for each of the characters that are in Hulao. It's just a great map. It encompasses the map very, very well. It is one of the best maps in my opinion, and that means leaving us at number 1. I'm sorry, you just can't beat it. I was thinking of, you know, maybe it's a, you know, we could think about this or whatever it may be. But Dynasty Warriors Origins, it's not a perfect Dynasty Warriors game, no. But making the battlefield feel like a battlefield, it's number 1. It is absolutely very, very good. Not gonna be number 1 for all of them. Like I'm thinking some other ones that it's gonna have to fight for that number 1 spot. But for this one, and I think also if it was part of the Yellow Turban Rebellion map rankings, I would have maybe put it above Dynasty Warriors 3. But Dynasty Warriors 3 is so iconic when it comes to Yellow Turbans, the voice lines, the voice acting, the, you know, the events and everything like that. It's hard to beat that. It definitely would have made a strong contender, but for this one, I think they did everything right. It looks beautiful, the charging in, Lu Bu's moment, rushing in, destroying everything. He doesn't have like a cinematic jump in or anything like that, which is fine. It doesn't take away from the map itself, but you know, him coming in, fighting him and all that, and then you have the giant second phase of the map with the catapult. I mean, it is 100% the best map. It is, you get a full battlefield experience with Dynasty Warriors Origins Hulao, and that's why it's here for me at number 1. Well guys, all I have for the video here. Hope you all enjoyed it. I don't know which map I will be doing next. I will try to go in order. I will be doing like Sishui eventually at some point, because Sishui is a different like map. So we'll talk about all the little ones as well. We'll go through the big ones I think first, and then we'll come back to the little ones, and then yeah, we'll be doing that. Hope you guys are enjoying the little series. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, definitely appreciate a like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know which map you guys are dying to see next, and with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.